Alrighty, boys and girls, good morning, good morning. Oh, it's nearly time for beta, but we still have some remix action to do. Yes, we do, yes, we do. Hope everybody's well. Hope everybody's good. So, I've just realised Team YouTube running water in the background is, imagine Team YouTube has had to run to the bathroom quickly this morning. Dawn of the second last day before beta. Yes, 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 yes. Beta action probably tomorrow. I sense the beta probably won't launch when like reset happens. I think beta will launch later on. It's interesting that they've not, or to my knowledge, they've not put a time on it. I guess it's one of those it will be ready when it's ready situations, kind of like what the alpha was. Kind of excited for the beta because new expansion soon, but also not because of spoilers. I cannot in good faith say that my streams will be that spoiler free going forward. I'm certainly not going to be super proactive about trying to not spoil things. If it's a beta stream, expect to see new stuff. That's about as much as I can say, honestly. If we're doing like a storyline campaign or something, maybe I'll put something on the screen, but realistically, if we're playing beta, there will be spoilers. Do you have a guide for gems on the monk, Twink? We'll have a little bit of look in the monk. I want to put a bit of a video together about these level 20 boosting characters, which might give some heads up on gems as well. I just haven't yet. TLDRs, I haven't yet. A video has literally just gone live about the add-ons and the weak auras that I use. This was very heavily requested, and it also means I can do something clever, like point people straight to it every time they ask about something. And it has all the links and everything to it as well. Let me set that up real quick. I still have my coffee to wait for before we get really going. Where's this then? What is this? Counters? I don't know what counter is. Do I have an add-ons command? I don't have an add-ons command at all, apparently. Maybe we can get rid of the Plunderstorm one. I don't think we need a Plunderstorm one anymore. Must have add-ons and weak auras. Must have add-ons and weak auras or remix. Put the link to the video. Sorry, I should have done this before I started the stream, but you know. That one, copy link address. Right, let's try that, shall we? Every add-on needed to run a Goblin Empire. Oh, I do have an add-ons one. Okay. Now I have two. That wasn't planned. Oh, now I have two. Okay. Please hold. That's not the right one. That's an old one. That's the gold goblin-y one. Whoops. Right, let's try that one again. Professional streamer. I know. Sorry. Add-ons. Add-ons and weak auras I can't live without for Panda Remix. There we go. There we go. Much better. Much better. Much better. I should probably load the account that's got my Twink characters on it as well. Yesterday, I did a little bit of testing, right? I did a bit of testing. I had a couple of hours to play with this evening. Yesterday evening. I Now I don't particularly advocate this all this much, not unless you do it at scale, because I think it feels a bit weird and is a bit probably. Okay, let me clarify something here. You can quite easily with these level 20 Twink characters boost your own characters. So you party up and then you just go through a dungeon and you slam, right? You leave one character AFK practically at the door. Your level 20 character zergs through and kills things. The problem is, the problem I see with this, and the reason I think why Blizzard might step in at some point and say, no, we don't want, this is not intended gameplay, is the fact that you're leaving characters AFK at the beginning of dungeons every time. It doesn't look good. It doesn't promote the image that Blizzard is going to want to be promoted. So I don't really strongly advocate doing this. But it's entirely possible. Boosting has gone on forever and ever, and people are told to just AFK at the beginning of things. So it's been around forever. But what I would say is it's crazy level OP, right? I tested leveling a hunter yesterday, and Donut Balls stood at AFK at the beginning of a dungeon, didn't do nothing, and I think got to level 64 in a little over 2 hours. This is the problem. It's super goddamn fast. And you can do it by yourself. You only need one account. Which I think is starting to get a little bit too overpowered. Which is an issue. So like this character has a playtime of 2 hours and 21 minutes. Now admittedly I'm only level 64. But I've only done dungeons. Not done a single raid. Not touched a single raid. Barely looted a single mob. Which is a problem. They sanctioned people AFKing in Alterac Valley by hand back in the day. So don't do it. They don't like it at all. Yeah, see, this is it, right? This is the thing, right? I know that they kind of don't particularly like this. I didn't have a single instance of anybody questioning it or giving any not a single shit was given by the other people in the dungeon runs, because they were mostly happy that my Twink was just blasting the dungeon, and I had clear times of probably an average of 3 minutes per dungeon. So people didn't really complain about it, but I equally think that that's not so much the issue. I think it's a case that Blizzard probably themselves don't really like it, especially if it's mixed in with the general population. If you happen to be doing this, if you happen to have 4 live accounts and are boosting them with 1 Twink account, you then fill all slots in a 5-man dungeon. Then nobody knows that you're doing it. Does that make it any better? Does that make it acceptable in Blizzard's eyes? The fact that it's not publicly visible to anybody else, you're not directly affecting anybody else's playstyle? I don't know. I don't know. With just 1 account, doesn't it? Paid account, I should clarify here. 1 paid account. Trial accounts are free. Your trial account is where your boosting character sits on, and you need the paid account to level the characters on. So, yeah. I'm not really sure what Blizzard's perception is going to be on this, and I suspect it's happening so much right now because the first couple of weeks of Remix have come and gone, and I suspect people are, if I've played the game a bunch, there's other people that have also played the game a bunch, and I suspect now that people are looking for other things to do in Remix that is not just power zerging 1 character, and I've noticed, maybe it's sort of proximity bias here, but a lot of people have switched their focus over like alts, leveling alts, because it's really optimal for everything. This is the problem. This character might only have 5,000 bronze in her bags right now. As soon as it dings level 70, it's going to get 40k bronze for free. So yeah, it's a bit of a tricky one, you know. It's a bit of a tricky one. As long as you're not inconveniencing people, they won't care. But the moment that changes, oh boy. Yeah, exactly. This is the thing, right? This is the thing. Soon as it starts being... Because the simple thing is right, I have this character. I had this character, and I loaded up account number 2, which has got my boosting character on. Party them together. Hit group finder. Dive straight through. Smash, bash. Thank you, you know. Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. GG, well played. And if it takes me 2 hours, if it takes me, well, it's taken me 2 hours, a little over 2 hours, let's say 2.5 hours, 2.5 to 3 hours to boost one of my own characters to 70. That's like 20k bronze an hour, which is pretty crazy by itself. I should also point out, I was doing this on my monk yesterday. I was doing this on my monk rather than my priest. I know we leveled a priest yesterday, and I did this due to popular demand. Because everybody told me I need a priest. And they're powerful, but it seems more annoying, right, to everybody else around me, right? When I'm on my monk, I'm brewmaster. I'm the tank. I pull everything. Everything sticks to me. I pull everything. Everything sticks to me. Everything dies. We rinse and repeat. Right? That's the concept, right? Doing it on a priest, you join as the healer. You are going to piss the tank off pretty aggressively because you're going to be pulling everything. Sure, everything's melting around you. The tank's not going to have too much of a problem. But it seems more aggravating doing it on a priest, if that makes any sense. It seems to be more aggravating to everybody else around you. If you join up in a group with a tank that doesn't understand what's going on, it's really aggravating to see your priest running through, pulling aggro, things dying around. Admittedly, nobody's taking any damage and everybody's got full health bars, but like, it's still... Yeah. Searing Light is overrated as hell. Shadow is the move. You do the same AoE damage, but you can do 20k DPS down the bosses in literally 3 seconds. Maybe. I much more enjoyed doing it on my monk, if I'm honest. Less than a fully geared hunter pulling everything in the dungeon whilst the tank can't keep up with the fast pace. Yeah, you're right. But a level 70 fully geared character is, in Blizzard's eyes, the character that should be doing that. The low level 20 healer priest probably shouldn't be the one doing that. This is why I'm really concerned for this whole leveling alt meta direction that Remix is taking. That I very, very strongly suspect that Blizzard might turn around at some point and go, "Whoa, slam the brakes on this. This isn't what we..." And you know, just like they turned around and they slammed the brakes on all of the bronze farms. They nerfed frogs. They were like, whoa, hang on, hang on now, hang on. You're not allowed to play the game that way. You go too fast for the rest to keep up and leave mobs behind you that kill the others that come by. Yeah, exactly. If that's a problem, yeah. If you're running through as a healer and you're not killing everything, then people are going to pull aggro back off and it's going to cause chaos and it's problematic. But the TLDR is I don't quite know how I feel about this. Level 20 Twinks, crazy powerful, a lot of fun, but something that just doesn't feel right. You know what I mean? My moral compass doesn't totally agree with this style of play, even though it's very fun. It's very fun. Just make a demon hunter and clear Jade Temple in 30 seconds by clipping walls. Oh god. Lord have mercy. Whoa, we got a juicer in the house. A little chaos. More than a little. 15,000 average thread count. 18,000 main stat. Sheesh. We have a no-lifer. People absolutely love being carried from my experience. It feels good to help people. I know. This is the thing, right? This is why it's kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place for me. I categorically know that a lot of people are like, wow, this dude has carried me through 5 dungeons. He's made this leveling experience so much better from me. I know. I totally agree that a lot of people are like, whoa, this is actually really cool. Secondly, I also have that separate mindset that I know Blizzard is probably not going to like it. 1303 XP gain, that's interesting. This is somebody that's done LFR every single day. That's a 7% stacking increase every LFR every day. Probably 600% by leveling it. 600%-ish by leveling it. Yeah, this is a... I would expect this is an every LFR every day kind of player. There's a lot of achievements they haven't done, though. Huge amount of achievements they haven't done. They haven't done any of the questing. Yeah, they've just been a raid, Andy. Absolute raid, Andy. Timeless Isle. Okay, now it's starting to get a touch sus. Huge amounts of Timeless Isle farming. They must have done every raid, right? They've done more than I have. Oh, yeah. Timeless Isle, Timeless Isle. Also today, boys and girls. Also, I want to give a Mythic Garrosh clear a go. I'm not sure how this is going to work because I don't know if we've got enough people in the chat that are going to be geared. We might have to try and bring some people in from outside. I have not yet decided what we're going to do numbers-wise. But I would like to, considering we're going to head off to the beta tomorrow, I think it would be a nice close to the whole event if we could get a Mythic Garrosh run done today. I'm suspecting we might need as many people as we can get at 450 or above. So if you're close and you want to come and help out on a Mythic Garrosh clear today, get your title, 10 bones up for offer, bunch of bronze, obviously. There's not the need to do Mythic every day because it only offers the same amount of bronze as Heroic. But, you know, the achievement, the title, there's some stuff. If we can get enough people to give it a go, we'll give it a go. I know there'll be a lot of people that maybe will be miles off, and I get that. But if we can, it'd be. I think it'd just be a nice way to you know, round it off. So if you would like to join in on that, we'll do that in a couple of hours. We'll do a little bit of monk boosting. We'll do a little bit. We'll do that towards the end of the stream. We'll do that in a couple of hours' time. So what I'm trying to say here is, if you're interested, keep your lockout free. Don't go and run Mythic with a pug. You want to come and join in with the community run. What item level can I get with 80k bronze? 80k bronze will get you 2 rounds of item level upgrades. There's, I think, is it 15? Is it 15 levels of upgrades you need to do once you ding 70? 80k bronze will get you 2 of those. It's quite a trek to get to fully geared, but it's worth it because it's a lot of fun. But this little monk from playing on it yesterday is not super duper mega wham bam thank you ma'am OP yet, but he gets the job done. 454 main stat is clearly plenty. Somebody was asking about gems and stuff earlier. I'm running with Thundering Orb just because it's really handy to kill a bunch of mobs occasionally. There's a couple of bosses. The second boss in Scholarmance, where you kill her and she splits and you need to AoE them all down is a really good one for Thundering Orb. Temple of the Jade Serpent, that big trash room in front of Mini Shah, whatever his name is a good place for Thundering Orb. Thundering Orb, I just find is just useful for some certain points that otherwise would slow you down. The Thundering Orb is what I've chosen to run with mostly. Tinkers, I was actually playing around with these Tinkers. I'm still not 100% decided what Tinkers are probably the best to use. But Searing Light, Vindication, F Stream? I don't think so. I think Stream's good. Oh, Encoder is overloading, apparently. Oh, hang on. Please hold. Please hold. Stream's lagging like mad. Hang on. Please hold. Please hold. I've got 2 games running at max settings. Please hold. This one's gone into AFK mode. Are we good? Are we good? Are we saved? Should be saved. Running two accounts on max settings whilst also streaming nukes my graphics card. Absolutely nukes my graphics card. We should be alright now. It might require an F5 from your end. Smooth now. Good. Yeah, sorry, my graphics card was having a meltdown. I can't remember what I was saying now. Oh yeah, I was talking about gems and stuff, wasn't I? I'm still tinkering with these. Haha, pun intended. Still tinkering with the Tinker Gems. Wildfire seems to work pretty well. Victory Fire works pretty well. Vindication and Searing Light just means that nobody dies. That was kind of my plan of action with that, really. How do the trial accounts work with their bonds acquisition and your main account? It literally just all piles in. This character's got 35,000 bronze ready to spend. By the time you've ran 500 heroic dungeons, it starts to add up pretty quickly. Yeah, this character, even your boost character can spend it. 4090 Ti. I wish I had a 4090. In fact, my electricity bill doesn't wish I had a 4090, but I do wish I had a 4090. Actually, for streaming, I really should get a more juiced graphics card, but my 3070 is good enough for now. Maybe when the 5 series comes out, I'll find myself a sugar daddy. AFA leveling's been going on for 2 years now in retail. They won't do it for that reason. Yeah, but it's different, right? When you are using Group Finder to do it, that's the contentious point, right? The fact that you are queuing up in Group Finder, you are choosing to join with other random people. That's the contentious bit that I think Blizzard will be like, whoa, no. You know, AFK boosting in the far corners of Brackenhide or whatever. Not a problem. Make your own group, go do your own thing. Less a problem. It's the fact that you're spamming using a group finder system, which I think is where they'll be like, no, this is changing other people's play style at the same time, which is where I think they probably won't like it. I'm 432 and can do one more round of upgrades. Still won't quite be 450. Well, we'll see how many people we get. I'm probably going to put 450 as the requirement to go do Mythic, just because we definitely do need DPS for the bosses to go down. But if there's a couple of bonus, depending on how many people we get, if I can fill it with 20 people at 450 plus, I'll take the 20 people at 450. If we can't quite fill it, we'll drop it down until we fill it. That's my plan. Still got a 1060, but two 4080s on your workstation. Yeah, I have two PCs, but I have a 3070 in one and a 3060 in another. One is not overjuiced. While I am a streamer and a content creator and do consider this my job, my bankroll still does not facilitate €2,000 graphics cards, unfortunately. Not yet. Maybe if we have a good Dragonflight launch, we'll see. Dragonflight launch. War Within. We'll see, we'll see. But yeah, we can... I had plenty of practice for a few hours doing this yesterday. And I can pretty zoom through most of this now. Let me get my... I need a sponsor. Sponsors are an odd thing, right? I don't even go too heavy with like affiliate links and stuff. I mean, I know we've got Zygor over there, but like every stream and every video could in theory be brought to you by Raid Shadow Legends, but it just doesn't feel, I don't know. My moral compass is too strong. That's the problem. I need to flex it a little bit. I need to start selling you guys some dodgy credit cards or something. I'm too honest. I ain't gonna shill something that's dog shit. This is the thing, right? This is my problem with sponsors. This is a good example for where you pop Thundering Orb, by the way. And you just clear the room nice and quick, and out comes Big Monkey Dude. This is actually one of the slower dungeons. Because you've got two flipping annoying stages. The last boss in here, I despise the last boss in here. Zygor's something you actually use, so it makes a lot of sense. I don't trust anybody promoting something that I've not seen them use properly. But yeah, this is it. This is why I'm more than happy to recommend Zygor, because I've had it for years. I use it practically every day. It's an integral part of my play. So I don't object too heavily to promoting it. But as you can see, we can pretty much blast through these. Nothing gets in my way. I actually suspect that Monk is faster. I just don't think my Monk does quite as much damage as what a Priest would. But there comes a point where are you just overkilling things anyway? I think my average run speed was about 3 minutes a dungeon yesterday, which is fine. I don't think it needs to be much more than that. Stuff dies. More importantly, it kind of not going super duper mega fast means that everybody else kind of keeps up with you, at least a little bit. And like I said, the benefit of doing it as Brewmaster, I feel, is that I pull aggro and I mostly keep it. There are some DPS that will see a mob and just go ham on it after I've zoomed off. But most people quickly realise, oh, follow the monk. Follow the monk in the Murloc suit and it'll be gravy. So like regular single account boosting like this, I don't really think Blizzard would have any objections to. This is no issues with this whatsoever. Sure, doing it on a priest when a healer is zerging forward kind of breaks the Holy Trinity gameplay a touch. Because why is the healer pulling all this aggro? Why, isn't that a tank's job? It can be a bit jarring for players, but I think they'll deal with it. The issue for me comes where if I was to like be partied up with my second account and just have one of the I'd be then taking another slot and I would be AFKing on a second account, just farming experience, which is where I think Blizzard can quite justifiably turn around and go, well, that's not intended, I think. Which is why I'm in sort of two minds about the whole thing. Weirdly, doing it at a bigger scale, I think, would be more legitimate. If I was to have 4 paid accounts, and I would boost all 4 of them and run through and solo the dungeon by myself, I think in Blizzard's eyes, that would probably be considered more acceptable. You're not impacting anybody else's playthrough. You're giving them 4 times as much money. You know, I think that would be more legit. And this was seen in retail as well. People who have, you know, done similar, because level 10, level 11 Twinks in retail are quite common. You can get some astronomical gear on a level 11 mob if you lock its item level. There's some interesting workarounds to get your own characters into the same group and party up properly, but it's still feasible. Why aren't you doing this with 2 accounts, your main account AFK gathering the levels? Well, that's exactly what I'm talking about, that I kind of feel that, well, let me put it this way. I did it for a little bit yesterday. I'll put my hands up and say I did it for a while yesterday. This character, a brand new level 64 BM Hunter, never equipped anything, just AFK'd at the beginning of the dungeons. And it was remarkably fast to do it as well. In less than 3 hours, this character's 46. Not touched a single raid, not picked up a single thing. Just at the end of the run, opens mailbox, collects shit, right? But my moral compass doesn't know if it's like really all that acceptable or fair. Go solo the dungeon outside of RDF. What's RDF? And it will lock you out. The dungeon is awful. I don't know what RDF stands for. That said, if I was to bring 4 of you guys along, all of a sudden, I think it becomes far more socially acceptable. But yeah, I could easily. What did I call this character? I remember what I called this character in the end. Donut balls. I could very easily just do this, right? So queue up as party. What if we paid with all our gem drops? Heroic time walking dungeon. Joined as party. Practically insta queue. Why did it queue me up as healer? Don't know what it's doing. Gems for levels. Gems for levels would be funny. May I get Julian on one of my retail hunters? I don't know if I'm going to keep the remix one after it's over. But I have some 4 or 5 other hunters already. I've seen people taming him, yeah. Looks very cool. Here we go. Oh, this one's already on the go. That's interesting. Apparently 2 people objected to mage doing mage things. Maybe this is what it is. Maybe this is where we're at now. Maybe that's literally what it is. Maybe it's only low level twinks that are doing this now, so who cares? There is a trick to pass gems to a trial account, but it's fishy as fuck. Okay. I don't think I want to know if it's fishy.
I can never die.
I'd love these kind of groups rather than the ones I'm getting today. Well, see, this is the thing, right? I don't know if it's going to be one of those things that Blizzard will just leave it the fuck alone because nobody's really complaining about it, or whether they'll fun police it. This is what I don't know.
Oh, it takes some real stones to challenge the mistress of illusion. Come, try your luck.
Are you the real one? You look to have enough health to probably be the real one.
Death hurts.
My dear, it appears we have visitors. Friends of yours, Voss?
You there. Make yourselves useful.
It is fun though playing these little monks, these little low level twinks, I'm not gonna lie. It's very fun. This is why I can see why so many people have flooded to it.
Isn't it? You two are beautiful, my dear.
Run, necromancer. Your life ends once I catch my breath.
Come, Voss. Your fate awaits you.
Just trying to get my do my dailies in groups for a bit, sus. Yeah, I wonder if it's just like there's part of me that just makes me hope that Blizzard just take a step back and are just like, yeah, sure, you lot just go do you. It's a self-contained, enclosed environment that has very little knock-on effects. The only knock-on effect really is that there will be, by the end of this event at this pace, full battle.net accounts of max level 70 characters. If you keep your eyes on data for Azeroth, the amount of accounts you'll see with, like, what is it, a full 480 characters will start to rise. There's not many people who have done it so far, but the number of people that will, because leveling alts is just like, you can do 4 at a time. 4 at a time, like literally it takes half an hour, like pro rata, if it takes you 2 hours, if it takes you 2 hours to boost 4 accounts, that's 30 minutes per level 70.
I command the undead.
Which is madness, right? Oh, the new caps fight. Yeah, of course, because they've added 5 extra to every account, isn't it?
Now
It's an extra 40.
blades on our guests and fetch me them.
I can't fight
I can feel her will breaking. Now, Lillian, it is time for your transformation.
Because this scenario seems to be that these guys are probably not bothered, but I still feel weird about this dude's just chilling here, right? That's my problem, right? It's just chilling there, and I very much would not be overly surprised if they were like, yeah, you probably shouldn't do that.
Leave me to die alone, please.
which is why I'm not sure. The other option is I just forget my moral compass and go ham. How much can you sell an account for with one of each class leveled up? I don't know. You'd be surprised. Probably quite a lot. I certainly wouldn't be advocating anything of that nature.
If you haven't come to study, school is in session.
Down he goes.
Class.
Do only 70s that get 70s get convert to retail? What for characters between 1 and 69 at the end of the event? The character will just still get converted all the same. They said that they will get level appropriate gear, whatever that means. We don't actually know yet.
My endless agony shall be yours as well. No rest.
425 is what I've... Well, when you buy a level 70 character boost, you get 424 gear. I would imagine... Now, one thing I would say is I don't think level's going to be the only thing that they take into consideration. Because, of course, there's a significant difference between somebody that's level 70 with 346 gear and a level 70 with max gear. If you've spent 600,000 bronze on leveling your gear, there's part of you that's going to want to have slightly better gear when you get ported to retail. You know, all right, give me 480 gear at least, Blizzard, you know. Do me a solid. If I'm going to spend 600,000 bronze leveling up a character, do me a solid and at least give me slightly better gear when we go over to retail. So I don't know how they do it, whether they'll just do it by level or they'll do it by item level or what. But I think the reason they haven't said is because I don't think they know. I don't think they've probably figured it out yet. My money's on 424 gear though. My money is if it's level 70, they'll just slap the level 70 boost gear. Or they'll just convert the characters to 70 boosts and it'll be GG. I can't see them making an entire new system for doing it just for remix when they've already got one that kind of works, you know? I read they were considering if you've maxed out a remix character's gear that they'd give you 515. I mean, it'd be cool. Dare I say it, if they did that, I might have a new main for the War Within. Mr. Ranthius might become the main character if that's the case.
Perish here. I'll honor you with clean deaths. My legend begins now.
Pulling back here. Line of sight, everything.
But my legend...
Welcome in though, Zan. Good to see you this morning. Hope you're well. Are you back streaming more regularly now, Zan? I don't seem to catch you online very often anymore. What's your plans? Assume we don't know yet what level the catch-up gear for the prevent. And no, we don't know much about that yet. We'll probably find out soon, though. You You're on the YouTube train for now. Fair. It's a smart move. Better for my mental state. I'm yeah, I have no idea what I'm doing to my mental state because I'm trying to be on both trains. But we'll see. Somebody left. Somebody didn't want free boosts. What are we missing? Healer. I've got about 700 windows open I don't need open. I think I need Photoshop open anymore, do I? Flipping ate this bit. Absolutely ate this bit.
Another down! Another down! Keep firing! Let none escape!
Yeah.
Did you hear something?
Release the hounds!
Yeah, I think in a couple of days more of the monk. The monk takes longer to scale than the priest. But I'm going to be honest with you. I know everybody was super duper mega insistent that I level a priest yesterday. I think long term I will prefer the monk for like level 20 stuff. And for just like keeping track. Like I said, it ramps more slowly. But it'll get there, right? Because scaling is busted, so it'll get there all the same. There comes a point when if you just one-shot stuff, it doesn't matter how strong you are, you're still one-shotting stuff. But the monk seems as if it's got more mobility. And because you can go Brewmaster, it just feels better. I completely skipped that boss now, by the way.
Everything must burn. You too shall be charred. Twash!
What tinkers am I running? I've been playing with a bunch of different tinkers, honestly. I'm using Vindication and Searing Light right now. Just because it double makes sure anybody that is keeping up just definitely doesn't die. I'm also using Wildfire and what's the other one? I'll kill this dude in a bubble. The one in what were we using? Thundering Orb, Pursuit of Justice for flat 8% movement speed, Wildfire, Victory Fire, Searing Light, and Vindication is what I'm running with now. But I have changed it a bunch of time. I've changed it a bunch. We group up? What's going on here? Somebody's not ready. Got to use single. What's occurring? Why are we not? Press buttons, somebody. You didn't press buttons. Tinkers are so poorly scaled at 20. Victory Fire is an outlier. Yeah, I'm going to be honest. Most of the Tinkers don't do much for me, really. I'd be grinding so much more on Remix if I knew it was worth more. A lot of people are in it for the long game now, in terms of a lot of people are like, right, this is a really good way of getting loads of alts. Considering what we predominantly do here on the channel is focus on like goal making and the economy side of stuff, it's very much looking like having a bunch of alts in the new expansion is going to be an advantage. If they're going to lock down the amount of stuff you can craft per character per day, per hour, whatever, if there's going to be restrictions on how much stuff you can craft, well, the easy solution to that is have more crafters. And often one of the biggest stumbling blocks in having more crafters is leveling them up. So if you can go into the expansion with a bunch of 70s already, you're, a lot of the hard work is done. So a Guardian Twink ripping it up looks fun. Yeah, I think Bear could be quite fun for this, for sure.
Oh, it takes some real stones to challenge the mistress of illusion. Come, try your luck.
Oh, where did you go? You're here.
Feeling a bit dizzy?
Oh, what? I swear I killed her then. She left on 1 HP or something.
Death hurts.
My dear, it appears we have visitors. Friends of yours, Voss?
You there. Make yourselves useful and deal with these summoners.
There's a boomkin that's doing work here, to be fair.
Their deaths only serve to empower my summoners. You too are beautiful, my dear.
Run, necromancer. Your life ends once I catch my breath.
Come, Voss. Your fate awaits you.
My first bronze by category is completed. I have enough for the mounts now. I'm in the similar position. I have enough for all of the mounts. If I go on a spending spree, I can buy all of the mounts now. I'm still short to get all of the toys. And that will leave me then just transmogs, which for me is an acceptable position to be in because I don't really care that much for transmogs generally. I know I'm running around in a stupid Murloc suit right now, but it's kind of a... It's just the meme of the day, so...
Did you forget, girl? I am the
Screen lag incoming. I don't know why these, when these blobs go out, it lags the entire client. Auto looter add-on is amazing. What, you just blacklist the EXP items? I've literally just done a video about add-ons and I didn't include that one because I didn't specifically. That's a very niche add-on for a very specific purpose. Choosing to leave the bonus items on the floor, that's kind of a very... It's not a general remix add-on. That's a very, very niche scenario. Or you say that, but apparently the popular... I looked on YouTube and flipping leveling videos at like 20k views or something, which I hadn't realised. I didn't realise it got quite so... drawn quite so much attention. I should clarify, 20k views on a single video for me at the moment is pretty damn good going. I must admit, I've neglected my YouTube channel so much over Dragonflight. It's hanging on by a thread.
If you haven't come to study, school is in session.
You can also blacklist the ritual stones from the Isle of Thunder to go around the daily cap. Okay. Right. Is that going to be enough to get to 70 now? Hanging on by a thread. You see what I did there? It takes everything from the mail, just not the XP ones. Remix mail helper. Okay. That'd be handy for situations like right now. Oh, there's a random gem in there. Let's get the random gem out. We don't want to scrap the gems. My AFK got kicked. Sad. Well, you see, this is another thing, right? That's also quite probable. Oh, I just told you to blacklist those. $66. Not quite there. My cape's only 152%, this is why. There's a mailbox over here. Oh yeah, trial account, can't use mailbox. Main stat. Hey, 20 agi. Stamina. Stinky stamina. You need a macro for a /say disclaimer at the start of the run. Honestly, you almost want to draw less attention to you, to yourself, if you can get away with it. How's the YouTube video doing, by the way? I don't usually post videos at this time of the day, so it took a while to ramp. I decided if I post a video at the exact same time I go live, it might convert a little bit of the early video views into streamers. Here's a quick question for Team YouTube then. How many of you have how many of Team YouTube have just watched my add-on video? Why is the window? Fellow adventurer, thanks for using Ranthius' boosting service, and invoice will be directed to your mail. It's when you start shilling your Twitch stream at the same point that's a problem. I found your Twitch this way. I suspect a few people. I mean, I can't lie. It's kind of the concept, right? It's very common a concept to post YouTube videos and try and filter over to Twitch. I personally don't think it actually blends very well and don't works as well as all of the growers or content creator gurus will try and tell you. I think the simple solution is a lot more simple. The simple solution is make shit that people want to watch. And people will hunt you down. People will find you. Don't take my word for it though, because I'm still on the grind myself.
Is that your wallet?
Asher with the Prime, thank you very
Glad
much.
to see me.
Appreciate that. Good morning. Good morning, good morning. Get wrecked, monkeys. Hook you in the duca.
Come on and get your
I have some cookies for you.
Getting close. 98 out of 100. Getting there. Getting there. I seem to teeter right around the 100 mark for subs most of the time. Oh, I've just noticed. Dropping the Prime before even the first chat. That's dedication. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. You are new. Welcome in. If you're one of the silent majority. Thank you. Appreciate. I think there's way many streamers that kind of forget that the majority of the people that watch them don't ever say anything. And you know, silent in the background. I appreciate all of you as well.
What's it?
Oh, why did I use Touch of Death on that dude? That was a massive waste. Whoops.
Hey, you! Those are our flying beer monsters.
So yeah, I've not really decided what I'm going to do with these level 20 monks, these level 20 twinks. Whether I just go absolute ham and go, you know what, I'm just going to sub up 4 accounts and go to town. Throw, you know, try and get just a stack of level 7. Admittedly, they'll be spread out on different accounts, but if I can get like 10 teams of 70s leveled, that'll be 40 level 70s, which is crazy numbers by my standards at least, going into the next expansion. Sure, they'll be spread out on different accounts, but it's not really that much of an issue. Oh, everybody's trying to do it properly. Nah, we don't need to do it properly. Don't you worry. I got this. Well, I would have if my thundering thing was off cooldown. You got here a bit fast. At what point of XP do you think you should start using the XP items? It's a mathematical answer. I don't have the number to hand. But it depends mostly on where your cape's sat at, honestly. Because your cape is the multiplier, right? Has anybody... There was a spreadsheet that was floating around the other day. Telling people exactly this. There was also some rumours of a week or floating around to do it.
Not when I'm so close. Maybe if I don't look at it.
I should and could probably look into that to give people a more exact number. If you are doing nothing but heroic dungeons all of the way and saving all of your tokens, I suspect it's mid-50s-ish, yes. If you did nothing, if you didn't touch a single raid, so you'll be in a situation like what my alt is here. 152% cape. Probably mid-50s is when you want to pop all of them. I was testing this yesterday. I did it for 2 hours and then I popped all of them to see where I got. I can't remember what level I was when I did it, but it got me to about level 63, which clearly wasn't enough.
At last, I have brewed affection. At what cost? The brewery is trash.
This is the sheet.
Details. And there are vermin in the main store.
Input current level, XP bar progress, target level, and cloak bonus XP.
Running from our responsibilities, tromping around the dread wastes.
I'll look at that in more detail in a minute.
I think the brewery might be on fire. Yes, that happens.
Doing 2 rounds of Mogu at 25. That's it. Yeah, I'm still the biggest advocate for my original speed leveling guide.
Let's make sweet
Which
profit
is
together.
heroics up till 25, a run of Mogushon vaults, heroics up to 35, a run of Heart of Fear, a couple more heroics in between Heart of Fear and Terrace of the Endless Springs, and then blast all tokens at like 42. That feels like the most optimal for most people. It's, believe it or not, even though you are doing 3 raids, it's actually the most solo approach to it. Kibba, thank you very much for the Prime. Appreciate it as well. Thank you, thank you. Kibba Sosi, I guess is the full name. I've butchered that. I apologize, but thank you very much. Welcome in. High level amount of vaults. I wrote an add-on that only loots the bonus experience threads from the mailbox, and when you're ready, you can pop it for the. Since I'm leveling 200 characters, it's saving me tons of time. Is that the remix mailbox add-on? Is that the one? Do I have enough stamina yet? 37,000 stamina. Okay, I don't have enough stamina yet to stroll in here and just touch of death this dude.
Rise!
Do not run. It only delays the inevitable. The darkness clears. I peer into these...
2 characters to 70 today from your guide. Appreciate it. Any suggestions on a faster way to gear once 70? You probably... Now, some people may be surprised when I say this. You probably want to very quickly queue for all 7 LFR wings. It will take 20 minutes before the first one pops, but you probably want to then do a sweep of the LFRs. Now, this sounds ludicrous considering you've just zoomed your way to level 70. But the reason being is now that you're 70, you're going to qualify for 346 gear. And you're going to be pretty thread poor at that point. LFR, whilst I think it's terrible for leveling and leveling speed, and I don't really think it has much use, what it is really good for is carrying and giving you some free gear, right? So you're going to be an absolute wet noodle at level 70. So going out and doing world quests, going out and questing, even doing more heroics is honestly going to be a little bit difficult until you've got a full set of 346 gear under your belt. Cheesing and practically leeching some easy LFR boss kills will get you that easy gear with practically 0 effort.
Die or surrender. You cannot.
Once you've got a set of 346 gear, though, I mean, It's up to you what you do. Honestly, that's the kind of the point where you can go on your own path. If you kill one boss on heroic, is there a lockout? Yes, there is. Saved up all the blue items with good stats for my class and then just upgraded it with bronze that I don't need anymore. It depends what your plan is with that 70, right? If you've leveled a couple of alts quickly because you want to actually gear them and play them as well, then your obvious thing is, yes, you want to just keep pushing. You want to keep pushing bronze farming and gearing up, but a lot of people are leveling 70s and then just kind of abandoning them once they hit 70 because they're just using them for a quick 40k bronze. So it's kind of up to you, really. Will you do a Mythic Siege of Orgrimmar with viewers? And we're planning on doing a Mythic Siege of Orgrimmar run later today, of which will predominantly be viewers. Assuming you've got gear, it's not going to be a free boost run. We are going to actually be trying to kill it and clear it. So if you've got the gear, you're welcome to come along. What's going to be the minimum requirement for it? We'll start it at 450. We'll see. We'll see how many people are about for it. And like I said, this isn't a boost run particularly. This is just, it would be nice to kill Mythic Garrosh kind of situation. Don't forget to read YouTube chat. I know, Jack. I ignored your TV is off comment. I ignored it deliberately. I don't respond to trolls. Important message. Very important. High priorities. I've got nothing to spend bronze on now. Until my all the things says that I have everything, I have stuff to spend bronze on. It doesn't say it yet, and it probably never will say it, so there's always going to be stuff.
Attack! Kill them! Release! Attack! Kill them! Release the hound!
Is this a level 20 hunter? No, it's actually a level 70 hunter. Okay. So this is a good comparison. I'm out DPSing a 7,000 main stat level 70 hunter still. Probably to... Oh no, I timed it wrong. Oops. You can roll through those mobs if you time it right. If you don't time it right, you get one shot. Whoops. Oh well, the hunter's gonna carry from then on. Ah, imagine me, level 20 Twink, stuck at the back of the pack. Oh, are they going to try and kill all the bosses, I wonder? I tend to skip. Yeah, they're trying to kill this boss. I tend to skip this one.
Bested by the likes of...
Blinking is safer. Yeah. It's, roll is not a perfect scenario, but you can do it.
Fire. Us. Gone hard.
Nice. Oh, somebody left? Ah, sucks to be you. Grumble, grumble, people have discovered that they can pick bronze out of the air. Blizzard needs to make them lootable by everybody. Oh, you're finding a lot more people actually flying around now. That was always going to happen. I weirdly wanted to just like log on at 3 o'clock in the morning one day and just fly around and test what the bronze per hour was of just flying. Because I suspect it's not terrible. I mean, it's not going to be breaking records, but I also suspect it's not terrible. Which one is the actual pile of corpses? That's the only one I try and kill of these. Otherwise they keep spawning things and keep everybody in combat. Some people don't kill the piles.
My endless agony shall be yours as well. No rest for the angry dead. And this be the end at last.
Yeah, so this is a good indication to me. This dude is clearly... Oh, well, hang on, let me check. Does he have full gear? He looks like he's got full gear. Oh, no, he's not fully geared yet, this dude. How has he got level 41? Why does it show... Okay, that doesn't make any sense. He's 500-ish geared. But he's got 7,000 main stat. How have you got 7,000 main... Oh, I suppose he probably didn't get frog nerfed. Jesus, does that mean that I still haven't technically caught up even post-nerf? That's sad.
I will break you.
So a nearly max geared hunter at level 70 with 7,000 main stat is still doing a similar DPS to what I'm doing. Meaning I must be doing the equivalent of about 1 million DPS by level 70 standards, I guess, on this Twink now.
I'll honor you with clean deaths.
Good old scaling. Good old scaling, eh?
My legend begins now. But
I don't get how you get bronze so fast. My main is only 2,000 plus main stat. I play this game way too much. That's the simple answer. Absolutely simple answer. My main character's got like over 6 days played on it. I've stopped counting at this point, but I think I'm nearing 200 hours played in total. In Remix alone. Which is not healthy, not advised, but it is the reason why I've got a lot of bronze. Without seemingly actively farming for it. I would much rather spam dungeons all day in this sort of speedy fashion than I would stand killing a hyperspawn all day. Already reaching 14k main stat, 120k stam. Yeah. It's a game mode that just very simply rewards playtime. Doesn't really matter what you're doing so much. You of course can optimize it, but the reality is that it's a game mode that rewards playtime. The more you play, the more bronze you'll have, the more threads you'll have, the stronger you'll be. And now, not so much at launch, but now it's a lot more balanced with what you can do and how you'll make bronze from it. pretty much doing anything, just questing, will give you 5,000 bronze an hour. Some basic Outer World farms are likely to give you 10k to 15k bronze an hour. Spamming dungeons in an optimized group and leveling alts might give you up to 20,000 bronze an hour. But, you know, most of the time, whatever you're doing will give you something towards your end goal. The difficulty is stacking it all on that one character. If you're trying to gear up a toon. It's very easy to get a lot of bronze very quickly across multiple characters. Not so easy to do it all on one main character. That's where heroic dungeon spam, killing every raid every day. I went an entire week where I killed nearly every raid boss on every possible difficulty every day. There were many days where I did 2 runs of Siege of Orgrimmar every day. And Mythic, I've killed Mythic once. Just because I very quickly realised that I don't need to kill Mythic every day. You kill Mythic for the title, you kill Mythic for the achievement. You don't do it every day as part of your rotation unless you are really sweaty for the bronze. 3 Siege of Orgrimmars a day is more than any normal human being should have to deal with. I mean, I like the fact that they're on separate lockouts because it does give people the opportunity. But 3 Siege of Orgrimmar runs a day is too much. Not doing it. Heroic World Tour's my favourite. If you get in a good group, you can smash it. You can smash it. Probably sub 2 hours for a full Heroic Tour if you're in a good group. And that's taking into consideration Siege of Orgrimmar itself is like 45 minutes. Throne of Thunder's not much less, honestly. Because it's 12 bosses. The first 3 raids, though, can be done in 20 minutes flat if you've got a good group. Right, have we got enough experience, do we reckon, now to ding 60? 70 even. Is the mailbox XP thing an exploit? No. It's a simple answer. If you don't loot a boss, the boss loot goes to your mailbox. It's been a thing forever. They've even, you know, they've even gone as far as to make things like threads physical actual items so that when they come to you in the mailbox, you can click them. No. The entire system's designed to work that way. We only got to 68. We're at the point where our cloak is just way not juiced enough to do purely heroic dungeon spam all the way to the top of the tree. Some bonus threads knocking about at the bottom there, look. Cheeky, cheeky. I can't leave this character at level 68, can I? That feels so silly leaving it at 68. You explicitly loot it after looting the XP bonus. I'm not sure why the XP is itemized in the first place, though. Yeah, that's just being smart. That's like I said, that's not an exploit. That's just being smart. Like, if you're going to loot an XP token, you want to loot the XP token when it's going to give you the most stuff, which is when you've got a cloak that has more bonus XP on it. That's kind of part and parcel of the game mode. World bosses go and give a bunch. Yeah, I'm a level and a half away from dinging this dude. I might just spam another couple of dungeons to get it done and out of the way. And then we might go look at putting a Siege of Orgrimmar Mythic run together. I think it would be a nice way to round off our couple of weeks of remix action before we head into the beta for a while. Get Mythic Garrosh dead live on stream would be quite cool.
It's good of you to visit all the anti-storm styles.
Ignore those monkeys, I'll kill them in a minute.
Oh, Zan, you remind me so much of your father.
I use tokens now, 40 to 68, I want to cry. If you went 40 to 68, your cloak's probably juiced enough that it's not going to take much at all to get to 70 from there. You'll be fine. I'm going to ook you in the duka. Two more painful dungeons. Well, that's true. 68 is not a fun place to be. This is why, like I said, if you get stuck at that point, it's the only time I'd probably recommend doing some LFR. Because LFR is the one game mode where it's the most easy to get just straight carried in. As long as you're not AFK in an LFR, you can practically walk through. You can be bottom of the DPS charts and nobody's going to bat an eyelid. As long as the boss dies, it's fine. That said, it's not particularly good for experience LFR. But it will give you, if you're level 68, at least it will give you like 300 plus item level gear. Which fixes another potential problem you'll have. Even if you did ding 70. Yeah, I can't believe they've actually launched a trailer for the beta. Which I'm like, oh, okay, that's an interesting move. This leads me to think that they're going way more marketing heavy with the beta this time. It's not being promoted so much as a testing thing anymore. If they're flipping got marketing material for the launch of the beta, then we know they mean business. It's not beta like you keep saying, it's just PR mode. Yeah, exactly. I'm all the more convinced of it. If they go into the effort for to create marketing material for the launch of a beta, then you're like, ah, okay. This is to drive pre-orders.
What's it? Are they? What are they doing to our elementals? Hey, you! Those are our flying.
Isn't it for the pre-patch? I haven't seen the trailer. But I think it quite clearly lists us for the beta, right?
Not you. Yes.
I don't know my ass from my elbow about the storyline, though. I'm going to be honest. Until they can tell the story better, I'm not going to even open my ears to what the storyline is. If the gameplay's fun, I'll play it. All I know is the storytelling is terrible, so I'll ignore it for now. He's just mad for being in a dagger so long. Well, that doesn't make sense, does it? Because the genie out of Aladdin was pretty jolly, for the most part. And he was stuck in a lamp for God knows how long. Was he pretty jolly? It's been a while since I've seen Aladdin. Maybe just the fact that it's Robin Williams makes me think it's probably jolly.
And maybe some corn. Yes, more corn.
I need to figure out how to tell Streamlabs to chill out in the YouTube chat. He's borderline going to get himself banned for spamming at this rate. There's usually a don't say shit if there hasn't been X amount of messages in X amount of time button somewhere. I need to find it. phenomenal cosmic powers. Teeny tiny living space.
No.
Yeah.
No. Yes. No. Pivot.
That is enabled, it just seems to not work for YouTube. Oh, okay.
Help! What is that thing? It doesn't matter. Nothing will stop me now. Not when I'm so close.
How many more dungeons do we reckon it's going to need to be to get that last level and a half? My cape's only 150%, which is the problem, so... Probably 3. It's probably half a level per dungeon, I reckon, right now. I'll do 2 more after this. That should be another level 70.
Can it be? Such almond flavor, such heady aroma. It is the perfect brew.
I feel sorry for Will Smith having to try and do that film and smush in...
Sung once again.
Yeah, I kind of forgot that Will Smith did a version of it.
Uncle Gao.
I think that's one of those things that is best off forgotten.
What have you done?
Oh, did somebody leave? Oh, everybody left. Okay, losers.
I have made a name for myself at last. I have brewed perfection. At what cost?
What a interesting few years Will Smith's had.
Details.
What an interesting few years. Not that I get into celebrity drama all that much, but boy oh boy, what a character.
Archers, attack! Keep firing! Let another down! Another down!
Fresh Prince to Men in Black to, in my opinion, one of the best films created of all time in, oh shit. What was the film he did where he was selling some heart machines or something? It was the first film I think he did with his son, Jaden. Pursuit of Happiness. Incredible film. To then go and end up... How's the latter part of it, the second half of his career, been so torrid? Marrying that batshit crazy wife of his was probably didn't help, did it? Right, can we... Boing! Yes, there we go. Timed it right this time. £7, great movie. I don't get the £7 reference, but I'm going to assume that means it's good. Yeah, quite literally, Pursuit of Happiness is up there for me of one of my all-time favourite films. It's another one, it's another stupid one like Forrest Gump. I can't watch the damn thing without crying, but it's still a ridiculously good film. Forrest Gump, Pursuit of Happiness, always gets me. What's the film with the big black dude in prison with the mouse called? That one always gets me. I don't particularly consider myself a soppy person, but some films just wreck me. Green Mile, that's the one, yeah. That flipping film every time. I love how black guy with a mouse, and you were like, yeah, Green Mile.
Us gone hard.
Not Ratatouille. Oh, I've got a single target these dudes. Punch him in the face. Shawshank Redemption, also a very, very good film. Not one I've watched for a long time. decade plus since I've watched Shawshank Redemption. In fact, so long since I've last watched it that I probably can't remember the storyline particularly well. Somebody screaming for a res. Dude, you're a level 70, you're a geared level 70 as well. And I think Pixar's usually a bit of a tearjerker. Yeah, they have their parts, don't they? They have their parts. The latest Toy Story, I think, probably falls into that category. I tell you the last one. It wasn't so much a tearjerker, but it made me physically angry. Watching it in the cinema, I was actually ready to punch somebody in the face. Flipping the I Am Groot movie with flipping Rocket. The most recent one of those. Oh my god, I wanted to punch somebody in the face. I won't spoil it for anybody that hasn't seen it, but Lord have mercy. You know when you're an animal person, when a film like that makes you physically angry. Guardians of the Galaxy 3, was it the third one? I lose track of which number these things are. Yeah, the I Am Groot movie. Come on, you know what I mean. Didn't flippin' Vin Diesel get like $40 million for playing Groot? He got an average of $15 million a word. That's probably the record, right? That's got to be a record. He says 3 words and he got paid on average of 15 million per word. Sheesh.
My endless agony shall be yours as well.
A very expensive voiceover.
No rest for the angry.
Apparently, he also did I Am Groot in multiple different languages as well, which I thought was quite interesting. I mean, admittedly, he probably didn't have many words to learn per se, but I found it quite interesting that apparently he did the foreign voiceovers as well. I think it's quite easy to learn, 3 words in another language. Groot means big in Dutch, so it's just I am big. Okay. Oh, it's Groot in Dutch. It's Garrosh, I think, in German, isn't it? So similar sort of concept there, I think, phonetically. No, you Dutch love being compared against Germans. Way to turn off half the chat in one go.
I will break you.
I apologise. I'm a big meanie. But I amuse myself. If I amuse myself, I hope I amuse others at the same time.
Like a piece of iron.
Kind of surprised you only offended 2 people with that. Maybe everybody's not listening. Maybe that's what it is.
Honor you with clean deaths. My legend begins now. But my legend.
It's frogged up on a starter account. Yes. Yes, if you have a subscription on your account, you can level past 20, which is kind of the problem. Maybe a Twitch ad was playing, possibly, quite possibly. Come by the Netherlands and say it, I dare you. I'll be flying over the Netherlands soon. But only on my way to the UK. What is this dude getting heals from? Where's he getting his heals from? What the hell's going on? There we go. Much better. Tell me I'll shoot the... The angels are healing a lot. Clearly they were, yeah. No, I have a wedding to go to at the end of July. So still 8 weeks away. But I have a wedding to go to at the end of the July. So I'll be in the UK for a weekend. Not long enough to do anything particularly interesting other than be at a wedding though. More so because I also will probably be... Interestingly actually, if beta goes live this week, I wonder what the state of play is going to be in 8 weeks time, honestly. Because beta's usually 8 weeks-ish of like... If they phase it in any way, shape or form, they'll usually do like 6 or 8 phases. There's usually a few rounds of raid testing towards the end. And then they just kind of like do hotfixy kind of stuff on it until the game goes live. We usually get pre-patch around the same sort of time. I still think we'll get pre-patch at the end of once this mode finishes, so August 19th-ish. But they seemingly, or historically at least, they've never turned the beta off before the game actually goes live. So should have plenty of time to test things. That's the plan. I hate this bit. Let's blast everything. Where did you go?
Death hurts.
My dear, it appears we have visitors. Friends of yours.
Using Frogged Up to level an alt or bronze farm. Well, both, technically. This little toon has already amassed quite some amount of bronze, nearly 40k bronze. Not in any sort of optimal speedy way, but, you know, every little helps kind of process, you know. A little bit of bronze here, there, and everywhere. Opening all these caches and stuff.
Your fate awaits you.
Right, this will probably be the last dungeon, I reckon. Then we can maybe try and put a Mythic group together for Siege of Orgrimmar. We'll see how Mythic Siege of Orgrimmar goes. But today might be a bit of a shorter stream today. On the basis that we'll probably do a bit of a bumper long stream tomorrow. Due to beta launching. I don't know when beta's going to launch. I'm hoping they don't do... this is the thing that worries me. I hope they don't do a kind of like 10 PM launch or something for the beta. Kind of like they did with Alpha though. It'll just be ready when it's ready. Is my suspicion.
Did you forget, girl? I am the Dark Master. I command.
Either way, we'll be streaming most of tomorrow. So, oh my god. Might do a bit of a shorter stream today.
Now turn your lovely rune blades on our...
It might give me the opportunity as well to do a little video about these level 20 twinks. Some tips and hints and tips for people. I think people are interested in that sort of stuff, clearly. I'm really quite surprised how popular things like the leveling guide and that 2-hour chunk of stream footage I took of our Warlock leveling. I'm amazed that thing's at nearly 10k views. It's a 2-hour stream VOD. So what's going on here? But YouTube works in mysterious ways. A love to come along, but I think I'll be inspecting the floor at 383 item level. So I'll potter around on my priest. Floor inspector. This isn't Preach's stream. Warlock Vids, how I found you? Was it really? Okay, that's interesting to know. Well, I'm glad you're here. Hope you're enjoying. That gives me a bit of an indication, you know, that there's probably lots of people here that are really not too savvy with what I usually do. So going into the beta could be interesting to see what the reception is on some of the upcoming videos in the next week or so. Because if, oh, people want to just blast another one, do they? Alright, we'll blast one more. For reference, I mostly stick to like goal making and the economy and the professions and stuff in retail. If you take a look back at the videos on the YouTube channel, you'll see kind of the direction I usually take the game. But it's nice to see a fresh influx of new faces since we've been doing some remix stuff. Oh, I should probably press the button on the other account. People are going to be like, what do you mean this is a goal-making channel? I know, yeah. It's going to catch people off guard, I reckon. But I'm a remix streamer now. Is that is that it? Is that my destiny now?
Do not keep firing. Let none escape.
I've got, what, 70-odd days left before I blend into irrelevance again. Damn. My moment in fame. I'll take my 15 minutes.
Did you hear? Attack! Kill them all!
Let's be honest, there hasn't really been any goal making for 2 years now. Well, yeah, I can't lie. I have been putting some efforts towards spreading my wings a bit further anyway.
Stupid animals! I'll put you.
At least on the stream. I've mostly kept the YouTube in a pretty straight line. But I did also mention earlier that the YouTube was on, like, its last legs because of that. I have this desire to do a lot more with the... Oh my god, okay. Stagger, heal. I messed that up. Timed that all wrong. Gonna have to find a new morning greetings then. Good morning, good morning, goblins would fall flat. I mean, I think the I think we probably won't differentiate too far from the branding. Let's be real.
Everything must burn. None shoe too shall be charred.
Mostly a classic player between the lull in season of discovering classic. Sorry, Kata. Trying to find some different stuff on MOP. It's, yeah, this little game mode has definitely had much broader appeal, I think. You know, people tend to be categorized whether they like it or not. I mean, you've kind of just done it yourself there, you know. I'm a classic player, or I mostly play Season of Discovery. People get sort of pigeonholed into groups. And that's not strictly problematic, but Remix has done quite well to like bring people in from other angles. I didn't see Plunderstorm really do that. Plunderstorm felt like it was like Plunderstorm was just, I mean, apart from the events where you had a few sort of classic players pop up, the classic PvP guys sort of, but for the most part, Plunderstorm was, it felt very much like just retail players that cared about it. I might be off the mark on that. That might not necessarily be the case, but that's the impression I got with Plunderstorm. I hate these flipping dudes. You got to single target them. Just leave them the hell alone. It's the easy solution. Right, we should have enough experience to ding 70 now. No branding to Manthius remix? No, I don't think so. Remix is a million times better than Season 4 as a whole, coming from a Cutting Edge Raider. Yeah, Season 4 fell flat on its face. I think they've overused this baited Awakened style last patch business. Oh my god, are you kidding me? I think that there's way too many people now that remember the fact that, hang on, a fated season was meant to be, here's something because we've ballsed up at the end of BFA. We've cancelled an entire tier, so here's like the basics of it. And they've somehow managed to get away with turning it into a whole tier. No. This was a band-aid from 2 expansions ago. Why are we still being sold the same band-aid? I think people are wising up to it, if I'm honest. Right, one more dungeon apparently. Season 4's too gatekeepy for a fun season. Maybe you're right, yeah. Maybe you're right.
Oh, hello, Zan. It's good of you to visit all the anti-storm stouts.
I am not Zan. I am Chen.
Yeah, I do somewhat worry about how things are going to feel after playing Remix for a while and going back to retail, where everything is very controlled, very methodical, very calculated. I'm going to miss Blink. That's probably going to be the biggest casualty for me. I'm going to miss not having Blink. Somebody's whispering me how long did it take for me to get to level 70. Did they realise this character's level 20? I'm not sure. Oh, on Donut Ball. Not 70 yet, but Slash Played is less than 3 hours, I think, still. Oh, no, I lie. 4 hours. I've not done this one optimally at all. I've not done any mailbox shenanigans. This is just raw running heroics, and I'll occasionally just open everything from the mailbox on that character as well. I've responded in stream because I'm assuming you're listening. If you're not, then sorry. I'll respond via text in a second. Players are going to be falling from the sky, forgetting that fall damage is a thing. That's another one, actually, yeah. Not having the, what's it called, wind sweeper or something? Tinker? Yeah, taking fall damage again. It's going to be sad. Remix forever. I mean, I've quite frequently been referring to retail as arcade mode, but this is like arcade mode on crack. So it's kind of like when you've got hooked on the good stuff, you can't go back to the trash. Anybody that appreciates good sushi will understand this. Once you've had good sushi, you cannot have supermarket sushi ever again. I don't know what it is about sushi, but it's one of those things that once you've had the good stuff, nothing but the best from that point on. You'll as soon as you have the good sushi, then you'll be like, everything else just tastes fishy. It doesn't seem to work the same with other food, which is why I don't know why it particularly works with sushi, but it definitely does. You know, you can have the best pizza ever made by some Italian nonna, or you could eat some greasy 3 a.m. pizza and you're like, yeah, it's just pizza, you know? Sushi, once you've had the good stuff, woo, no going back. No going back.
That last priest had me seated.
That is assuming you like sushi in the first place. I know that's a bit divisive in the first place. I grew to love sushi.
No, no.
Is this 70 yet? Are we actually 70 yet? Oh, we are 70. Okay, win.
Pillars.
Pizza made in a decent stone oven makes a world of difference, night and day. You're right, it does actually. It does. Right, probably the last boss kill then on this little boosty boost session. Another level 70 under our belt. Or me to probably never use or do or anything with. But if I get bored, I can do some daily quests and get a bit of cheeky easy bronze. Boom.
Can it be? Such harmony of
Good tasting sushi automatically sets the rest to F tier. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what it is about sushi so much that has that effect, but it's definitely true. Tuft of yak fur now stacks. Well, that emptied my mailbox. I can't believe it was a unique thing in the first place. That never made any sense. That was clearly a copy-paste error from some other item that just happened to make it into the live version. And it was clearly a low priority fix, which is why it's taken a few weeks. Right, we should in theory be able to equip gear now. And I think that's considered an upgrade. Okay. Another dinged 70 character. I didn't even bother to get jewellery on this thing. This was ultimate scuffed mode. Last month I went to one of those all-you-can-eat sushis with a conveyor belt, but a good one. Oh man, I got out there rolling so good. In the... I'm pretty sure Yo Sushi is almost a global brand nowadays. I'm going to assume it is. But in the UK, there's a brand called Yo Sushi that has the conveyor belt thing. And that's average at best. That's average at best. Luckily, living in Finland and near enough to Helsinki without doxing where I actually live, I have access to some very good sushi quite often. I have to go travel to get it, but it's still good. Standing at the end of the belt with his mouth open. Shovel it in. Yeah. It's when you make the mistake of not realizing that all the little plates have different prices. You make the mistake of assuming all the plates cost the same, you're in for a bad time. When you get the bill, at least, anyway. I have to travel to get it is code for he sends Mrs. Manthis for it. No, no, no. There's no such thing as good. Like, takeaway sushi, you know, it hits the spot. But no, good sushi never leaves the restaurant. Good sushi never leaves the restaurant. The fish was swimming that same morning, and it never leaves the restaurant. That's good sushi. If it ever goes in a packet and ever leaves the restaurant, it's instantly 3 marks off. Let's clear some inventory on this dude before we log him off as well. I still want to make some sushi myself, but you need so much stuff. I've thought about trying to make it myself before. I think it's weirdly, I think getting the rice right is probably just as much of a skill as actually cutting the fish. Because you got to get the rice, you know, perfect. Okay. Get rid of all of the trash then on this dude. Started making my own sushi rice since you can't get decent for okay price here. Some smoked salmon, some shrimps, some cream cheese, cucumber, line of sriracha. Sriracha mayo. I'm gonna get hungry now. Oh dear. Best sushi places get 7-week-old frozen fish from Japan and other countries in the USA. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. Right. What do we think the chances are of us getting Mythic Siege of Orgrimmar group together? Let's log donut balls off. You're good now. I never even sorted keybinds or nothing on that character. Such a scam. But it's another hunter. It's another... That's our 4th level 70 hunter in Remix now. Right. Ranthius, though, is geared. Time to see if we can put a Mythic Siege of Orgrimmar group together. I will do my best to bring as many of you guys along as I can, but truth be told, you're gonna have to have gear. For Mythic, you do still need gear, otherwise bosses don't fall over. 476 is preferable. 450 is probably the cutoff, I reckon. We'll see what we can do though. So I would obviously like to bring as many people as I can. Okay, let's, I'll make the group. Siege of Orgrimmar, Mythic. I'm going to set it to 450 to begin with. We're going to see how many people we can get in. I'm going to take a quick break for 2 minutes, boys and girls. If you have the gear and want to come for a Mythic run, jump in the queue. We'll take as many. I mean, if we can fill it with 450 plus, great. If we need to drop the item level a bit to give it a go, we'll see what goes. I'll give you a couple of minutes to queue up. I'll be back in 2. Alrighty. I'll join in 5, killing him on heroic right now, 476. Sounds good to me. Sounds very good to me. Let's get you lot in here. 445 item level on my remix main. Is there a prerequisite for the run, or is it first come, first served? If you've got the gear, you can come, is the reality. This is a mythic run. So if you've got the gear, you can come. It's 20 man, so we need 20 people. Oxical I'll be on soon. Okay, cool. I know it will take a few minutes to put this group together, as other people are probably doing other things. Me check some in. There's rares popping off and everything. To make it 20. Yeah, Mythic's 20 man. Yeah. Is it mandatory to have all epic pieces before considering upgrading my gear? Or can I do it with some rares as well? Rarity of your gear doesn't matter. It's all about item level. 100% all about item level. I dinged max. I had max item level gear before I upgraded, I think, any of them to epics. Mostly because the bronze, it costs a little bit of bronze to bring that epic item up to the same item level. It's a massive discount. It's a huge, great big discount. 95% discount or something, but it still costs bronze to bring an epic item up to the same item level as what you've already got. So, practically I didn't bother. Going from rare to epic only gives you a handful of bonus secondary stats. You are best off spending that bronze on getting to max gear first. Absolutely better off. Oh, okay. J-Pain Druid can do all and any roles. We have a tank. We have some DPS. I'll bring you in as healer, but the chances are you can swap around as needs be. If you want to heal in Boomkin form or something, do whatever the hell you wish. Just so that we, you know. Right, that's 10. We're halfway there. We're halfway there. Now I have, I'll try healer on the first, how it goes. You can go Boomkin for all I care. I don't think this matters all that much. There's a few people that can switch and do a few different roles anyway. I'll give it a few more minutes to try and get some high geared people. And where's Mikey though? That's a good point. Is he online? He's not online. He's online, but he's away. He's going to be sad if he misses this. He's not on Discord either. He's probably busy. Sadly, only 3:44, still missing the neck. There's plenty of time. Plenty of time. No rush. Like I said, I would love to be able to like bring 10 boosts along, but until I have a little bit more experience killing it on Mythic, I think it's safer to bring juiced people. Let's close this account though. We don't need this account just now. Mm, 463 tank. I don't think we really need 2 tanks particularly, but in you come. In you come. You can always switch out to DPS. Warriors just slap things. It looks good for other people applying all the same if you've got 2 tanks in the group. You can dive straight into the professions on beta. Yes. Straight into professions. I need to spend a couple of days getting my bearings, figuring out what's new, what's changed. Then maybe once I've done that, we can sort of laser focus in on a certain profession each day or something until we've had a little bit of a look at everything. Did we all make Pandarians? It makes sense though for remix, doesn't it? Makes sense. Right, we're up to 11. I wonder if I wonder if we should drop the item level a bit, or whether wait it out. Let me rename the group so it's a little bit more apparent what we're doing. We try and go 2-4-16. No, 2-2-18. 2-2-16, sorry. I think my guild is already counting on me to watch you and know the whole profession thing again. That was, yeah, I think a lot of people fall into that category. This is why I was a little salty I never got into the alpha. But there were some other people out there that did a good job of highlighting some of the basic stuff from the alpha. But we'll dive in there. 1019 is Biss. Probably. Oh, here we go. Now we've renamed the group properly, we're getting some people. These are probably going to be, I would assume, non-viewers of the stream particularly, but I'll quickly tell them where to come watch. You want to form a club? Talking about forming a club, I might give a little goblin guild a go in the new expansion. With guilds going cross-realm, it provides a lot more reason for me to want to actually make one. prior to the War Within, guilds being on a very one realm and one realm only, you have to kind of use communities to do any cross-guildy stuff. Has been a challenge. Now we're getting the juice people in. Now the juices turn up. I'll join on my remix characters that I'll never log in after the remix is over. Hey, I'll delete the jewellery. Oh, we don't need to mess around doing that shenanigans. 448 rogue. I guess it's fair. I did say 444. Where are we up to? 17. We need 3 more. 3 more. You could already do a goblin community, no need for the full guild. Yeah, but nobody gives a shit about community. That's the thing, right? Nobody cares about the communities. I don't know why the communities have never landed, but the reality is nobody's bothered about the communities. Oh, I should probably change it here to Mythic so people can go in. Uh, 18, 19, and 20. There we go. Let's give this a go, shall we? Oh, you know what I can do? Explore Vale of the Eternal Blossoms I've only just got. Ah! That's actually quite funny. Game, graphics. We can turn this up now. Okay. Where's student at? Come here, student. Let me do some quick admin stuff before we start. Yo, there's 50 people watching over on Team YouTube. Love that. 100 plus people on Team Twitch. Crazy numbers. If guilds are becoming cross-server, does it mean that work orders are going to become cross-server as well? I think they've said that guild work orders will be cross-server. I don't know what they're doing with the rest of it. I guess we'll find out.
Once the Titans used these light.
Right, this could be an absolute sweatfest on the numbers.
These waters that kept the Vale in bloom.
DPS going to go burr.
Into the Valley of the Four Winds, created the most fertile.
Let's hope it can be. Let's hope it'll be smooth as silk. That's the plan.
The malignance of the old god has manifested itself within the waters. Foul, foul thing. Destroy it before it seeps deep into the soil.
Hi Mantis, how are you? I'm sad I can't join this. I'm NA. Yeah, it would have. I think Remix, you know, would have been a great opportunity for them to say, you know what, global server, boom, everybody join global server. But it might have melted stuff. Right, let's get everybody in. Let me... Who's actually tanking? Fox is tanking. Is Fox tanking? Okay. Summon Doomy? Nah. Nah. Slap him. Make him die. Get him gone. Then Zygo off. Okay, apparently I can't turn Zygo off all of a sudden. Get him gone. Getting fucked up. Is he dead? Or is he dead or is he gonna come back again? That's the question. Is he dead or is he coming back again? I can never tell. What are we saying? Dead or coming back again? Dead. Beautiful. Beautiful.
Oh, you have done it. The waters are pure once more. Can you feel their life-giving...
Oh god, I have a suspicion we're absolutely going to nuke this next boss.
It will take much time for the veil to heal, but you have given us hope.
I'm going to assume that I'm not going to need to give much instructions on these bosses. We'll see how it goes. I'm going to assume by having mostly juiced characters that people have done Siege of Rockmar at least a couple of times by this point. Let's see how it goes though, shall we? Who are we missing? Who are we missing? Aligar is definitely big dick DPS. Get a summon out. Does he need a summon? Is he AFK? We are doing Mythic, yeah. Summon pending. Oh, he's in. Alright, we're good. We're good.
No, no, no! The Golden Lotus?
Well, when ready. Get him gone. Lock him up. This turns into an absolute pissing lag fest on Mythic, by the way. The Mark of Anger is down. Yo, you can tell I've taken a couple of days off playing. My DPS isn't even on the charts. I'm a scumbag these days. I disabled details to minimize lag. It's probably not a terrible idea. Okay, we have a problem here. We're on the clock now. Gotta get this Mark of Anguish down. Focus he. Ah, he's gonna res. He's gonna res. Okay. Ah, we might have this. Fuck him up. Fuck him up. Maximum dots. Maximum dots. Oh, die. Oh no, he's come back. Okay, okay. Slow dots. Slow, 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 slow. Let them res. Get the res out, then kill them all in one. Right, now fuck them up. Now fuck them up. All at once, please. All at once. Oh, what? Is it bugged? We definitely killed all 3 of them in one then. Stupid game. They were definitely all dead then. There we go. There we go. Good job, boys and girls. Good job.
Dear friend. May your souls become one with the land you
Stupid
gave
ass boss.
to protect.
Yeah, I've clearly lost my touch. I'm not even on the damage meters. Spent too much time twinking on a monk, not grinding threads on a main. I'm washed. It's been pretty smooth so far though. I have a sneaky suspicion that this should be quite a successful run. I don't think there's going to be, with this DPS, I don't think there's going to be much that stands in our way.
Astounding. Another chamber that looks to originate from these titans. It must have been hidden away.
Right, this is probably one where it is worth touching balls, isn't it?
And with good reason. In the chamber ahead, under
Suspect on
our
Mythic we
peaceful
need to
light,
touch balls.
slept the heart of an old god. Halt! Oh my, what is this? Hello.
Could just be on my end, but the stream has about a 10-second delay. There's nothing I can do about it now. What's the difference between the YouTube and the Twitch stream? We had a bit of lag earlier, so one of them might be a touch behind.
And save Pandaria.
You wish to purge the corruption?
Throw an F5 out on Twitch might help things.
Should you pass this door at this time, you would fail. You, all of you, are
It's
corrupted
usually
by the insidious plague known
It's
as
usually only a
pride.
couple of seconds,
You
but
stand tall and proud atop your accomplishments, and this will be your downfall. Should you wish to defeat the corruption, you will first need to purify the corruption within yourselves. Speak to me again when you are prepared to face your inner demons. Very well. I will create a field to keep your corruption.
oh, we were already on the next mobs when you were streaming the boss death. Oh, is it really a few seconds? It's quite some seconds behind. Okay.
Pass.
Who would stream this content?
Purge yourselves and be purified.
We have a hater, boys and girls. Right, I'm gonna touch balls. Touch balls. Let's see if it ends up being worth. It probably won't. It probably was a terrible decision to touch balls, but I can't remember what I did last time we ran Mythic. Okay, yeah, the DPS in this group is actually ridiculous, so we are absolutely fine.
What lies beyond will try your souls to the utmost.
Ball's definitely not worth. Zug Zug is the way on that one still.
The chamber.
You can switch specs before the pull. Switch specs when the corruption bar appears and it'll reset to 0. Oh, really? Okay. Clever use of game mechanics.
The corruption is amplifying. The fragments must be purged before it becomes too great.
Tried, took too long to kill them. Boss was almost dead by the time I was back. Yeah. Ignore balls for future reference on that one, I think, if you're in a pump group.
The outsiders. They did this.
Hey, look, only half the stream died. Only half the raid group. This trash, man.
Speak, friend. I will take you to the healers.
Are we going? I'll come up. Let's do it.
I will find them. Try to hold up the shore for as long as you can.
Do we need... Are we going to get to... Are we going to get to the trap stage, do we reckon? People going to get jailed? I don't think so. We've got multiple 10 mil plus Andys in the group. We should be absolutely fine. How you doing, Mikey? Welcome in. You've joined 20 minutes too late, my man. I did go looking for you. You're missing the Mythic Garrosh kill. We did go looking for you, honest. The stream footage, I'm not lying.
So Hellscream's arrogance unleashed the last of the Shah. I am not surprised.
We get a drop out.
Look here.
It's okay, I'll solo it. Absolute joker.
This means he's completely unhinged.
News to no one, Regent Lord. King Rin's fleet is converging on Orgrimmar as we speak.
Likewise,
Someone will always
Garrosh
disconnect.
And I have both
Yeah.
sent ships to support Vol'jin's revolution.
I'm warning you, Lorthamar. The Alliance is besieging the city, and we will destroy Hellscream. Your people had best stay out of our way.
It is always a pleasure to see you.
Not set my ignore list up for this character, apparently.
Champions, come with me. It's time to settle grievances with our war chief.
Beta tomorrow, woohoo. Yeah, I'm quite excited for some beta action tomorrow, you know.
Put a stop to this blood.
It's going to be quite a change of pace. I've kind of got into such a groove with Remix that I kind of have my daily plan of things kind of down. I don't know, I'll leave this open to public consensus here, but I've tried with Remix to mostly have like a topic for the day with the streams. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but we've tried to do like, you know, I've tried to, we do this day, we do this another day sort of thing. Which I think has helped. It's meant that, you know, there's a bit of a purpose to each stream rather than just me playing a video game. I've liked doing that approach. It's more difficult to achieve for retail but I think it's worked well for Remix. When am I going to do the big bronze spend? It's a good point, you know. I have enough bronze to get all of the mounts. I'm already juiced enough for all of the mounts. What's our total right now? Nearly 700k bronze is where we're at right now. Which is enough for all of the mounts and is enough for a chunk of toys. I probably want to hit about 1 mil bronze before we go spend stuff. Obviously, if I want everything is 1.6 mil. I don't think I will actually bother to grind out the bronze to get everything. But mounts, toys, and hunter transmog, I think I'll be happy with. I don't think I'm going to go too much further, push too much further to get like everything for everybody sort of thing. Heirlooms, Garrosh stuff. I've already got enough bones to buy everything there. So we're quite well kitted out already. Arguably, I could go on a spending spree tomorrow and then never touch Remix again and probably be happy. Which is kind of where I wanted to get to before the beta launched, but saving for the snail toy, then I'll probably bail. That's a big one though, isn't it? That's like 50k or something.
Strategy, Dark Lady. We should
you level characters, you'll eventually get everything. Well, this is it, right? If we level a bunch of 70s, it's big chunk of change for every level 70.
Some of you will need to stay behind to hold the
1.6 mil is only 20 new tunes. Yeah, when you break it down that way, it's actually quite achievable. Who knows? It depends how hooked we get on beta. Depends how sweaty I go on beta with like profession guides and stuff ready for launch. I do have some plans that I've not really too publicly spoken about. For the launch of the new expansion that require me to put quite some time and effort into the beta. So we'll see how it goes. See what the schedule's like. Have you got ATT working for Remix? I've not got it to work. You need to tick a button. There's a button you need to press in all the things. There's a show all seasonal buttons or something. In true fashion, I've tried to do it now and mine's broken, but there's a all season of events. Make sure you've got that button ticked, because if you don't, it doesn't show all of the Remix stuff. Remix is horrible for the ATT completionists, since the ensembles are broken and not awarding the new Remix IDs, instead giving the old ones. And if you had the old mod completed, you can't buy them. Good old Blizzard spaghetti code getting in the way, yeah. Not to mention all of the random drop weapon appearances in Remix, which we all knew about, but everybody kind of ignored. Everybody focused so heavily on bronze, everybody kind of ignored all of the random drop stuff, but that's hella FOMO inducing, I think. Quick question. Currently running an enhancement shaman. Do I have to go for mastery, haste, or crit gems? I would have absolutely zero clue, my friend. In Remix, I would go for everything. More is more. If an enhancement shaman plays like any other class in Remix, the concept is the same. Your cloak will eventually hit thresholds for all of the above. So gems wise, I see a lot of people in a lot of classes. This might not be exact. Shamans will correct me here. But I see a lot of classes just stacking verse, because your cloak will hit crit cap, you'll hit haste cap, you know, mastery caps are quite easy to achieve as well. A lot of people are just gemming verse because it's set and forget. And until you're fully geared, Until you're fully geared, don't really worry about it too much. Increasing your item level is the #1 thing you want to do to get stronger. There's this dude doing over here. Get him gone. Verse is such a boring stat, it's just plus better. Yeah, that's a good way of describing it. It's not very interesting, it's just plus better. Do more damage, take less damage. In other words, win. It's just a more win stat. You're right, it's not particularly interesting, it just works. How are the open world farms in regards to bronze in comparison to raids? They're competitive. They're very competitive. In fact, many would argue that the open world raids are even more competitive than running the raids. The downside of them for me, more than anything else, is they are hella boring. Standing semi-AFK spam killing mobs is just painful for me. Even running Siege of Orgrimmar 3 times a day is not exactly fun, but I'd much rather do that than stand killing a hyperspawn for 3 hours. Oh. Even frogs, right? The only reason I was able to stomach frogs for 1 afternoon was because I was like, if I don't do frogs, it's ridiculous, right? Frogs was that ridiculously overpowered, not doing it was actually the wrong choice. Doing frogs for an afternoon nearly killed me though. So in a way, I'm kind of glad it got nerfed. It was always going to. I don't think I need to start a frog debate again. I think we've had the frog debate every day, so. Frogs is as simple. It is what it is. If you frogged, frogged. If you didn't, you didn't.
And there goes the other one.
Oh yeah, student doesn't like falling. Lock him up. Oh my god, he's getting melted. Sheesh! Damn, son. Say hello to your second asshole. Jesus.
Still here? I had kind of hoped you had perished. You would make a very attractive corpse.
Oh, look at me. Absolute scumbag. Not even on the charts. 9th on the DPS. Oh dear. Oh dear. I've fell off. Did I miss the discussion about world bosses not dropping mounts? Did Blizzard ever say they were going to, though? It's one of those that I think people just assumed that surely the world bosses are going to drop their mounts. And then they come out 2 weeks later and go, oh yeah, they were never meant to. You can go kill them in retail, though. Was a real sort of like... It was a bit of a snarky comment, that one, really. Yeah, all stack in this corner, boys and girls. We pop life storms in this corner. So then they stack in this corner. You can't see shit, mind, but... Look at the damage. Look at all that damage. Has Warlock got Doomguard out or something? It was Warlock just absolutely shredding. It's actually crazy Mythic doesn't give more bronze than Heroic. This is why I've not had the need to do... I've not had much desire to do Mythic. I've done it once already. I did it for the title, but I did it off stream. I wanted to do it once on stream, just I think it rounds the event off quite nicely. But I've not had the desire to do Mythic every day. I can do heroic, get the same rewards, and do it faster. Mythic is just, you know, you do it once for the title and the achievement, really.
You may have defeated my war machine, but the gate still stands.
This is one of those scenarios where I don't mind being last on the DPS charts because somebody has to. That's true.
What? Corcoran! To the gates! Now!
Want to get people to trade weapons so I can get the mogs from raids is a nightmare. Yeah, I was running some, I can't remember where I was the other day, but somebody whispered me, it's like, do you need this? I was like, what? Can I get it for my mog? I was like, oh, yeah, sure, have it. Take it. Choose the fact that I'm not really that fussed about mog. I'd rather let somebody have it who is.
He's not dead. I am getting him out of here.
I think somebody asked me for a bow, and I traded them the bow. And then I got the exact same bow again off the next boss. So everybody's a winner. Are all the raids doable on every difficulty daily? Not quite. The Siege of Orgrimmar has separate lockouts. The others, though, are shared. So the other raids, you have to choose either normal or heroic. Siege of Orgrimmar have separate lockouts, though. Fuck them up. I feel really bad for the bitrate on Twitch on these pulls. I apologise if the screen just turns into confetti. If Twitch had let me upload in a higher bitrate, we could fix that, but it should look slightly better on YouTube because I do actually use a higher bitrate for YouTube stream, but not by much. I think 10K I think I use for YouTube. It'll still be a bit confetti. Good effort. Good effort. Great dots there. I was around during the VHS years. This is fine, I suppose. It's all relative, I suppose. I just noticed it the other day. I was looking back some of the stream footage because I record it locally, so I've got every stream locally recorded at 25K. Then I looked at the YouTube VOD version of it. And I was like, oh dear, there's a big difference. Yeah, if you're old enough to know what a VHS is, then this is very clear still. 4K 120 is not needed. Twitch has the slight delay compared to YouTube. It's about half a second to a second off. I stream to YouTube in low latency mode, so it might just pump out what I send it straight away. Although historically Twitch is pretty good with this. Twitch doesn't do much encoding their end if you select like the source quality, I think. Lost student, where's he gone? There he is. Still have a VHS? At our summer place, there's whole cabinets full of VHS tapes, but nobody owns a VHS player, so they're just fossils at this point. Okay, I think we're ready. Are we all here? Blast him. Blast him. Oh my god, Warlock, you're making us all look pathetic. Damn. Making us look stupid. Love this. Just a casual 25 million, as you do. I know why Streamlabs is spamming the YouTube channel. It's taking the rules. It's taking the rules from on Twitch and YouTube. There's more chatting in Twitch, so the messages will just. Oh, okay, yeah, that's probably it. It's just doing the. Yeah. Oh well. Okay. I might figure something out for that. Stop it being so spammy. Kind of crazy that even with the change, it was still the correct play to do frogs.
Destroy these intruders.
Yeah, without getting into frog conversations, yes, I definitely agree. Still, absolutely, the play was to kill frogs. The lock summon is Doomguard. I don't know, maybe. I don't think. I mean, whilst that's OP, I don't think it in a bunch of 476 geared players. I don't think it makes that much difference. It's a big damage boost though for a lesser geared team of players. Doomguard. He's not wearing any rings or trinkets, so he's 369 items. Oh, is that what it is? Oh, okay. Oh, so he's proving a point. Yeah, he's actually proving a point that the cheese does still work. Ah, okay. Yeah, proving a point. Wow, wow, wow. Good old Blizzard and their level scaling. How ridiculous. The whole mode is crazy though. Making a good point. Deleting your jewellery is apparently still the play. Doing smart zug-zugs, exactly, yeah. Now, did we lose anybody to the lift boss? Looks like we're all still here, you know. Doesn't look like we lost anybody to the lift boss. Where's... oh no, it was ahead. We might have... we might have everybody for this. Right, smash him. Smash him in the face. Get him smashed. Can't dodge the lift boss if you don't take fall damage. Oh no, it's more the fact that people get disconnected on it. That's more the thing than anything else. Nearly every single raid, somebody will get disconnected on a lift. You take There's you take more damage from you lose more players to lifts than you do bosses in this mode now, or to elevators depending on where you're from. Can't die to the lift boss if you die before it and release after it. Always thinking. Always thinking. Elevator boss OP. Where people have to start figuring out skips to not get disconnected to the elevator boss. I know you can meme pretty hard on things like the elevator boss disconnecting people, but generally speaking, the netcode pretty damn good in this game. It's hard, I know, it's very difficult to give Blizzard a compliment, but the netcode is pretty solid these days.
What about you? People dying of the city is in chaos.
I mean, I know we laugh and we meme about like queue times on servers and when expansions launch and stuff like that, but that's an inevitable. Generally speaking, though, they have a hell of a lot of experience with keeping a game of this size online, and they do it pretty well. They've learnt their lessons. For example, stuff that we kind of take for granted, like sharding, is kind of like the height of technology for other games out there. Make sure we all go this way. We get people randomly going the other way and causing confusion. It's easy to give Blizzard a compliment. Blizz, well, at least they're not Ubisoft. Gumdrops, put your fingers in your ears. Probably not here. Do we have a one and... Oh yeah, we've only got like one strict healer. That's alright. Vindication will do its job. It'll be fine. Vindication will carry, it's fine. People who give Blizzard shit about things is always a mix. Rightfully complaining about the issue. Also, this is technologically actually an excellent product even after 20 years. Yeah, see, this is it, right? This is it. It's they are light years ahead of a lot of other companies out there. So even when we nitpick at certain stuff. New poll is up. You have beta access to the War Within. What's the first thing you're going to be doing? Got my vote. Got my vote. What are people going to be doing in the War Within beta first thing tomorrow? There's the commander dude. Let's get some deeps on this fella. Fuck him up. Oh, flipping bombs. Drop these over here. These out of the way. It's just chaos, this boss, isn't it? Never does this boss. It doesn't matter how quickly or how smoothly you kill this encounter. It just feels like chaos every time. Yeah, the poll's unfortunately over only on Twitch. I think YouTube has some poll thing, maybe. I'm not sure. Nothing because I... Where's the nothing because I already got into alpha option? That is banned. Oh, let's not get hit by the swirly swirls. Nerf the chains. People waiting on the chains to go back up. Yeah, I just run up the ramps nowadays. I can't even be bothered trying to wait for the chains. I'm quite sure that supernova needs to get fucked up. Yeah, there we go. Get rid of the sparks. So I've gone quiet all of a sudden. It's because I'm actually trying to make sure that none of these sparks go boom. I'm trying to actually, believe it or not, play the game. Wild, right? Hey, we've done it. Beautiful job. Beautiful job. Love that. Good effort, good effort, good effort. Rip the delve option. Oh, you know what? I'm so worried about delves. I really am. I actually cannot possibly put into words how concerned I am about delves. Sure, I haven't seen them firsthand right now, but the great consensus by most people who tested them was that they're just a bit meh. And that's a problem because it's meant to be one of the big new endgame systems, which is like, okay, get that. I'll get that loot in a minute. Don't hang around for the loot, boys and girls. You get it on the way back. Get it on the way back. Totally not Torghast 2.0. See, Torghast had a lot of hype going into it, and then Blizzard fucked it, right? They had a lot of hype going into Torghast. People were excited for Torghast. And then they broke it by making it mandatory content, which was attached aggressively to your player power. That was the big problem they did with Torghast. At face value, Torghast was great little game mode. Had a bit of a rocky start, especially considering they chose to limit the amount of layers you could do. 6 layers was like, oh, I'm just about getting powerful, oh, and now my run's over. Which was a poor decision. But fundamentally, Torghast was fun. Delves, there doesn't seem to be the hype around Delves even to begin with. So either people have just got it wrong and don't know what Delves are about yet, or they're a bit mid, which could be a problem. Alpha Beta Torghast was a lot of fun, and then Blizzard fixed it. Yeah, this is it, right? This is it. Right, I think we're good to go. Let's mess up this dinosaur. Warbands and profession stuff first. Warbands, I think, is going to be... There's not... I wouldn't necessarily say there's that much to test with warbands, but just seeing how it all works and seeing how it all fits together, I think is a nice little... will be a nice little adventure for a few people on the beta. Just to see it firsthand will make a difference. You know, oh, this is the new warband bank. Okay, this is your new login screen. It got quite good reception in the alpha, the warband coverage. But it's one of those where it's kind of, oh, so this is what it is. Okay, fine. There's not really so much to test. I'm sure goblins will have words on that, because I'm quite sure testing out how it works with like characters across different servers and stuff. But you can't really test that on a beta, because you're locked to certain realms, certain servers on the beta. And there's some weird rules with cross-server stuff on test realms as it is. But warbands and stuff should go live with pre-patch. That's one of the big system things that we should get in the pre-patch. So we'll have a bit of time to play with warbands before the actual expansion even launches, which is cool. What's the lift in the top left of the screen? It's a week aura. It's a week aura to track like daily stuff to do. Check my most recent video on YouTube. I posted it a few hours ago. It gives a rundown of all of my add-ons and week auras that I use. When I hear Delve, I think about PoE, Path of Exile Delves. Those were a lot of fun. Yeah, well, obviously, yeah, a lot of people probably drew the same conclusion. Is this going to be like some procedurally generated thing that, you know, you can work your way through deeper and deeper each and every time? I have real concerns that Delves are just going to end up like Digs with an AI companion. Which doesn't fill me with confidence, because I really didn't like the digs. They were cool to do once. And the second time, nope. Not fun. The digs should have been... they should have been, like... mini scenario quest styly stuff that every single one of the digs could and should have been integrated into a quest line somewhere. You do it once, you work your way through it, you figure it out, and then you never have to do it again. And it would have been a nice change of pace to the regular kill 10 things, collect 5 something else's. The digs didn't need to be like a separate thing, if that makes sense. And I worry Delves is just like Digs 2.0. And the only reason I think that people did Digs more than like the first time was because, hey, well, barter boulders. Or there was some weird and wacky achievements to obtain from there or something. I don't think many people sought them out because they were fun. I don't know. Missed the tube. Couldn't get it in the hole. Oh dear. That is a problem. Like waving, it's like waving a shaman in a honeypot.
You've made it. Have you found Thrall?
I don't know if I'm the only one, but I have absolutely no interest in delves. They look terribly boring, just a running simulator. A few people have similar opinions, which could end up being a shame. I really hope it's just that we don't fully understand what they are. Being a girl, I don't need that kind of aiming skill. True.
It matters not. The old one will not suffer their intrusion.
It's 2024. No judgment.
The loss of the old one. Damn Hellscream. His ambition.
You need to be able to make gold from delves or they won't be any good. Spoken like a true goblin. Yeah, I'm not sure how they're going to integrate into like content. My biggest concern, I think, with delves is that haven't they already said that they're going to be on your vault, which to me pushes it in the same. Having it as a vault qualifying thing is going to mean that people are probably going to do it for that reason. And I don't know how I feel about that until I fully understand the ins and outs of it. Our DPS is ridiculous, boys and girls. Can we try our best on this next boss to make sure we focus only one? Because with this level of DPS, we could absolutely bug it out. Let's be vigilant on the marking if we can. Otherwise, it should be a one-shot. I hope they surprise us with something interesting in delves. Yeah, I hope there's more to it that we just don't understand yet. I hope the higher level ones are actually difficult, and I hope the end difficulty mini-boss thing that they're planning is something that is cool and people actually want to chase for. I hope they make the very end of it like Mage Tower level difficult. You know, something that you've actually got to think about, something that you've actually got to maybe press some buttons for. Right, everybody's blown their load on the first dude. Ooh, okay. Okay. Now we kill the marked one. This is my point. This shit gets fucked up so fast with this amount of damage. Slow. Got to make sure there's always 2 bugs. If we ever go down to 1 bug only, it risks bugging out. The irony. We also seem to be not okay. Let's hope this goes to plan. We only hear you after the fight. Yeah, I know. That's why I decided. Oh, and I'm dead anyway. I got bugged. Got bugged. Cool. Good effort, boys and girls. Well done. Smashed it out of the park. You lot probably already know that. Mantius the Dancing Queen. You better believe it. You better believe it. Little known fact, you can pop cooldowns on this trash. So they'll be back up again by the time the RP's over. Beta isn't in the launcher yet, no preload. Not that I'm aware of so far. It might be a little bit like Alpha was, that it'll just turn up when it turns up. We've got a Harbinger causing chaos at the back here, by the way, boys and girls.
It's not too late, Garrosh. Lay down the mantle with War Chief. We can end this here. Now. No more bloodshed.
My mouse gun, there it is.
Do you remember nothing?
Yeah, I suspect that beta will just be like, they'll turn it on, and then if you've got access, it'll be in your launcher to download and install. That's how they did it with the beta, with the alpha. Sorry, with the alpha, it was just like, yep, here you go, it's on, and people, you know, checked their launcher and they could download it and go.
The true horde. We die, bloody and thrashing on the field of battle, like true orcs should. You are an orc no longer, and speak for none but yourself. You betrayed our people to forge your fragile alliances, and I will take great pleasure in tearing them apart. Then you have fought. Now.
Oh, we need to kill these bugs.
In my new
Stupid bugs. Right then. Now's the time. Now's the time. It all comes to this. Weeks of effort. All comes down to this one fight. This fight will separate the men from the boys and the women. Lock him up. Get him gone. Type 1's type 2. Fight like your life depends on it. Is this Mythic? Yes. Yes. Yeah, we're killing Mythic today.
Yes, I can see it now. I can see the future of this world. The world ruled by the Horde. My Horde. See the visions of fear, despair, and doubt as I have.
I hope plenty of people actually get the achievement from this. This was kind of my plan. My plan was to hope that some people will get it. Oh my god, don't get slammed on. Don't get slammed. Or you're dead like that. Don't get slammed. Oh my god. It was me telling people to not get slammed and I nearly got slammed. He's getting his ass handed to him, though. This is good effort.
Will come to pass. I have seen it. It has shown me. I have seen mountains of skulls and rivers of blood, and I will have my world.
Yeah, in close on this one. In close, in close, in close. Be easier for the mind controls. Alright, bonus phase time. Behold my glorious destiny. No spoilers. Got meleeed for 8 mil. Ouch. Shredded. Stack and slap him. Make him go boom. This is where you need the DPS. So much health. Yeah, this is where item level kind of matters at this point. But GG, boys and girls, well done. Nice! Nice! Look at all the spam. Look at all of the spam. Oh, you can't see all of the spam. Whoops. Whoops. Look at all the spam. Look at all of the chat spam. Love that. That's why we do this. Love all the spam. Good run. Good run. I think that ties things off nicely. Ties things off very nicely. Another 10 bones for everybody as well. How much are we getting paid? Shout out to everybody. A shout out to everybody. Good effort. Good effort. Love that. Back down. Yeah. Something around there. Nice! And a cheeky portal and all. Love it. Woo! There we go. That, in a roundabout way, is the conclusion of Mr. Pandaria Remix. Now I never have to do that as well. Great healing, by the way? What do you mean, great healing? Shush. And no healing. I was 8th on the healing meters even. I didn't get nowhere. I didn't get nowhere. Cool. Love that. Love that. What's that put the bronze total at right now? 362,000 bronze on this dude. Go on a spending spree soon. I want this character to be able to just go and buy all of the mounts. And then Mogs and toys and stuff on spread across all of the alts. That's the plan. Right, any trash to get rid of? Find some gems. Way too many gems. Oh, after that, boys and girls, I did say today was going to be a little bit of a shorter stream. I think I might leave it there, if I'm brutally honest. With beta launching tomorrow, the plan for tomorrow is simple. We will play Remix until the beta launches. Now, I tend to on a Wednesday do 2 streams. I do my normal morning stream. We then end stream and I go get some food and take a couple of hours chill. And then we throw the stream up again in the evening. I suspect beta won't actually turn up until tomorrow evening. My assumption is that it'll be on NA times because beta, alpha, PTR is all technically NA timing. So I suspect there's a good chance that it won't be until tomorrow evening we actually get to jump into beta. But it means we can just, you know, we can play around and remix a little bit until that happens. That's the plan tomorrow. 3 PM tomorrow. Do we actually have a time? Have they said anything? Just quickly before I run off. Have they actually said anything? Have we had a blue post or something? Well, within max level campaign chapters 1 or 2 playable. Sure. Don't know. I saw the beta trailer and stuff. I don't know. Whatever the case is, we will play beta when beta becomes available, and until that point, we'll continue doing some remix action. But thank you all for joining today. I hope that even if you didn't make it into the raid, I hope that was at least somewhat enjoyable to see Mythic Garrosh kill. Yeah, thank you very much. Make sure you come say hi on the Discord if you're not there already. A YouTube video went up a few hours ago. Showcasing some of the add-ons and the UI and stuff that I use for Remix. That might be helpful to a few people. And yeah, that's it. Mythic boost tomorrow. I don't think we're quite juiced enough to be doing boosting particularly, but we will see. We will see. Anyway, have yourselves a good one, boys and girls. Is there somebody we can pass you to? Is there anybody online? I know my my streaming schedule doesn't land nicely with many other people being online. Any suggestions? Any suggestions? Who's in my recommended list? Who's in my recommended list? Anybody got any suggestions? I have this problem at the end of my stream. Manthius is online. Yeah, see, this is it. This is my problem. I don't have many other people online in my follow list at this time of day. When I finish, other than me sending you all over to preach or something. Maybe I just let you go on your own way, boys and girls. Samicus. There's a couple of recommendations for Samicus. Who's this? What they doing? What they doing? Lord of Pugs. Awakened Raised News Reacts. And he's playing Elden Ring. We'll send you over to preach. We'll send you over to preach, you know. We'll send you over to preach. Let's press buttons. Let's press buttons. Thank you all for joining once again today, boys and girls. Appreciate it. We'll be back tomorrow. Thank you again. Peace.